Basic Java interview questions and answers. 1. What is the most important feature of Java? Java is a platform-independent language. 2. What do you mean by platform independence? Platform independence means that we can write and compile the Java code in one platform, e.g. Windows, and can execute the class in any other supported platform, e.g. Linux, Solaris, etc. 3. Are JVMs platform independent? JVMs are not platform independent. JVMs are platform-specific runtime implementation provided by the vendor. 4. What is a JVM? JVM is Java Virtual Machine, which is a runtime environment for the compiled Java class files. 5. What is the difference between a JDK and a JVM? JDK is Java Development Kit, which is for development purpose, and it includes execution environment also. But JVM is purely a runtime environment, and hence you will not be able to compile your source files using a JVM. 6. What is a pointer, and does Java support pointers? Pointer is a reference handle to a memory location. Improper handling of pointers leads to memory leaks and reliability issues, hence Java doesn't support the usage of pointers. 7. What is the base class of all classes? Java.lang.object. 8. Does Java support multiple inheritance? Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. 9. Is Java a pure object-oriented language? Java uses primitive data types and hence is not a pure object-oriented language. 10. Are arrays primitive data types? In Java, arrays are objects. 11. What is difference between path and classpath? Path and classpath are operating system level environment variables. Path is used to define where the system can find the executables.exe files, and classpath is used to specify the location class files. 12. What are local variables? Local variables are those which are declared within a block of code like methods. Local variables should be initialized before accessing them. 13. What are instance variables? Instance variables are those which are defined at the class level. Instance variables need not be initialized before using them, as they are automatically initialized to their default values. 14. How to define a constant variable in Java. The variable should be declared as static and final. So only one copy of the variable exists for all instances of the class, and the value can't be changed also. Static final int pi equals 2.14 is an example for constant. 15. Should a main method be compulsorily declared in all Java classes? No, not required. Main method should be defined only if the source class is a Java application. 16. What is the return type of the main method? Main method doesn't return anything, hence declared void. 17. Why is the main method declared static? Main method is called by the JVM even before the instantiation of the class, hence it is declared as static. 18. What is the argument of main method? Main method accepts an array of string object as argument. 19. Can a main method be overloaded? Yes. You can have any number of main methods with different method signature and implementation in the class. 20. Can a main method be declared final? Yes. Any inheriting class will not be able to have its own default main method. 21. Does the order of public and static declaration matter in main method? No, it doesn't matter, but void should always come before main. 22. Can a source file contain more than one class declaration? Yes, a single source file can contain any number of class declarations, but only one of the class can be declared as public. 23. What is a package? Package is a collection of related classes and interfaces. Package declaration should be first statement in a Java class. 24. Which package is imported by default? Java.lang package is imported by default even without a package declaration. 25. Can a class declared as private be accessed outside its package? Not possible. 26. Can a class be declared as protected? A class can't be declared as protected, only methods can be declared as protected. 27. What is the access scope of a protected method? A protected method can be accessed by the classes within the same package or by the subclasses of the class in any package. 28. What is the purpose of declaring a variable as final? A final variable's value can't be changed. Final variables should be initialized before using them. 29. What is the impact of declaring a method as final? A method declared as final can't be overridden. A subclass can't have the same method signature with a different implementation. 30. I don't want my class to be inherited by any other class. What should I do? You should declare your class as final. But you can't define your class as final if it is an abstract class. A class declared as final can't be extended by any other class. 31. Can you give few examples of final classes defined in Java API? Java.lang.string.java.lang.math are final classes. 32. How is final different from finally and finalize? Final is a modifier which can be applied to a class, or a method, or a variable. Final class can't be inherited, final method can't be overridden, and final variable can't be changed. Finally is an exception handling code section which gets executed whether an exception is raised or not by the try block code segment. Finalize is a method of object class which will be executed by the JVM just before garbage collecting object to give a final chance for resource releasing activity. 33. Can a class be declared as static? No, a class cannot be defined as static. Only a method, a variable, or a block of code can be declared as static. 34. When will you define a method as static? When a method needs to be accessed even before the creation of the object of the class, then we should declare the method as static. 35. What are the restrictions imposed on a static method, or a static block of code? A static method should not refer to instance variables without creating an instance and cannot use this operator to refer the instance. 36. I want to print hello even before main is executed. How will you achieve that? Print the statement inside a static block of code. Static blocks get executed when the class gets loaded into the memory and even before the creation of an object. Hence it will be executed before the main method. And it will be executed only once. 37. What is the importance of static variable? Static variables are class-level variables where all objects of the class refer to the same variable. If one object changes the value, then the change gets reflected in all the objects. 38. Can we declare a static variable inside a method? Static variables are class-level variables and they can't be declared inside a method. If declared, the class will not compile. 39. What is an abstract class, and what is its purpose? A class which doesn't provide complete implementation is defined as an abstract class. Abstract classes enforce abstraction. 40. Can an abstract class be declared final? Not possible. An abstract class without being inherited is of no use and hence will result in compile time error. 41. What is use of an abstract variable? Variables can't be declared as abstract, only classes and methods can be declared as abstract. 42. Can you create an object of an abstract class? Not possible. Abstract classes can't be instantiated. 43. Can an abstract class be defined without any abstract methods? Yes, it's possible. This is basically to avoid instance creation of the class. 44. Class C implements interface I containing method M1 and M2 declarations. Class C has provided implementation for method M2. Can I create an object of class C? No, not possible. Class C should provide implementation for all the methods in the interface. 1. Since class C didn't provide implementation for M1 method, it has to be declared as abstract. Abstract classes can't be instantiated. 45. Can a method inside an interface be declared as final? No, not possible. Doing so will result in compilation error. Public and abstract are the only applicable modifiers for method declaration in an interface. 46. Can an interface implement another interface? Infaces doesn't provide implementation, hence an interface cannot implement another interface. 47. Can an interface extend another interface? Yes, an interface can inherit another interface. For that matter, an interface can extend more than one interface. 48. Can a class extend more than one class? Not possible. A class can extend only one class, but can implement any number of interfaces. 49. Why is an interface be able to extend more than one interface but a class can't extend more than one class? Basically, Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance, so a class is restricted to extend only one class, but an interface is a pure abstraction model and doesn't have inheritance hierarchy like classes do. Remember that the base class of all classes is object. So an interface is allowed to extend more than one interface. 50. Can an interface be final? Not possible. Doing so will result in compilation error. 51. Can a class be defined inside an interface? Yes, it's possible. 52. Can an interface be defined inside a class? Yes, it's possible. 53. What is a marker interface? An interface which doesn't have any declaration inside but still enforces a mechanism. 54. Which concept is achieved by using overloading and overriding? Polymorphism. 55. If I only change the return type, does the method become overloaded? No, it doesn't. There should be a change in method arguments for a method to be overloaded. 56. Why does Java not support operator overloading? Operator overloading makes the code very difficult to read and maintain. To maintain code simplicity, Java doesn't support operator overloading. 57. Can we define private and protected modifiers for variables and interfaces? No. 58. What is externalizable? Externalizable is an interface that extends serializable interface and sends data into streams in compressed format. It has two methods: write external object to put out, and read external object and put in. 59. What modifiers are allowed for methods in an interface? Only public and abstract modifiers are allowed for methods in interfaces. 60. What is a local, member, and a class variable? Variables declared within a method are local variables. Variables declared within the class, i.e. not within any methods, are member variables, global variables. Variables declared within the class, i.e. not within any methods, and are defined as static, are class variables. 61. What is an abstract method? An abstract method is a method whose implementation is deferred to a subclass. 62. What value does read return when it has reached the end of a file? The read method returns -1 when it has reached the end of a file. 63. Can a byte object be cast to a double value? No, an object cannot be cast to a primitive value. 64. What is the difference between a static and a non-static inner class? A non-static inner class may have object instances that are associated with instances of the class's outer class. A static inner class does not have any object instances. 65. What is an object's lock, and which objects have locks? An object's lock is a mechanism that is used by multiple threads to obtain synchronized access to the object. A thread may execute a synchronized method of an object only after it has acquired the object's lock. All objects and classes have locks. A class's lock is acquired on the class's class object. 66. What is the percent operator? It is referred to as the modulo or remainder operator. It returns the remainder of dividing the first operand by the second operand. 67. When can an object reference be cast to an interface reference? An object reference be cast to an interface reference when the object implements the referenced interface. 68. Which class is extended by all other classes? The object class is extended by all other classes. 69. Which non-Unicode letter characters may be used as the first character of an identifier? The non-Unicode letter characters $ and may appear as the first character of an identifier. 70. What restrictions are placed on method overloading? Two methods may not have the same name and argument list but different return types. 71. What is casting? There are two types of casting: casting between primitive numeric types and casting between object references. Casting between numeric types is used to convert larger values such as double values to smaller values such as byte values. Casting between object references is used to refer to an object by a compatible class interface or array type reference. 72. What is the return type of a program's main method? void. 73. If a variable is declared as private, where may the variable be accessed? A private variable may only be accessed within the class in which it is declared. 74. What do you understand by private, protected, and public? These are accessibility modifiers. Private is the most restrictive, while public is the least restrictive. There is no real difference between protected and the default type, also known as package protected within the context of the same package. However, the protected keyword allows visibility to a derived class in a different package. 75. What is downcasting? Downcasting is the casting from a general to a more specific type. Casting down the hierarchy.